Hey, I'm here to talk to you about Conan the Barbarian issue 17. I just ate a Chico stick, I got a cup of coffee, I read an issue of Conan. I'm feeling pretty good. I got this really sick cover here by Roberto Del Toro, who's one of the main artists of the book, but not of this storyline here. On the back, we just got this checklist for that Battle of the Black Stone event, which we just finished up and was very cool. I don't know if we're stretching Jim Zub a little thin, though. I hope not. Here's all the variant covers for this issue. Really cool. There's that main cover. I like that B cover. The C one is really cool too. I'm not crazy hot on that D cover with the jokey rock and roll one, but I am in love with this E cover. I just had them pull the regular cover for me at the comic shop, but if I walked in and they had this E cover by Stephanie Lavoud, am I saying that right? Lavoud? Man, that cover is just so good. That is beautiful. And as you can see by these various covers and the pirate theme, yep, we got the pirate queen with us, and we're going back to the sailing days. So that's all kinds of fun. And this just has us on port for a little bit of vacay, sort of downtime. Real good stuff. We got the new artist here, Death Defying Danica Brine. So I like that, Death Defying. But I will say, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this artist changes and improves over time. And I've never seen their work before. But halfway through the book, something was feeling off to me, and I did realize it was the artwork. And you'll see it as I'm flipping through, and maybe I'll go back and point it out. But if you look at it with me here, and I get that they're trying to convey that these characters love each other a lot, and so we get a lot of these soft looks at each other going on, but everybody feels a little too rosy and soft. Like, looking on this page here, look at how they're looking at each other, and it's not just like, oh, they're in love or whatever, but like the actual, their face seems too, it's like when I'm reading a web comic or something online, like the noses are all red, the cheeks are soft, there's no dirt or grit. It doesn't, and that took me out of the book and made it feel not very Conan the Barbarian to me, if that makes any sense at all. Also, the stuff going on right here, and this next page is where it really hit me. It was this page, and then the following page after this one, where we see her standing here in the past, in the flashback, and her standing there in the present, both supposed to be like a thing of beauty, and it's just a pretty woman, but it's not really oozing sensuality. Like, we get to this page here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. She is beautiful, and she's doing this dance, but it doesn't have that sexuality to it. It just looks, it feels very performative, like the artist was drawing a pretty woman, but not drawing something sexual. It lacks the sexual energy, and maybe it's just because of how I swing or whatever. Maybe I'm not the best to judge at this, but when I'm looking at other stuff with sexy ladies in it and Conan, like, it feels sexy, and this just feels very pretty. So I don't know. This issue feels like it lacks the bite and edge and grit I'm used to seeing. And I know that sounds weird as I'm literally flipping to a sex scene on a page here. And yeah, they are making love. They're getting down. But like, you know, this isn't feeling sexy to me. And this is just some people shacking up, but you know, I'm not feeling that. And even when we get to this fight scene here, which is pretty cool, these bandits are breaking into their room to steal them because they've been kind of flaunting all their wealth. And this fight's pretty cool. It's good, but it doesn't have the usual gore I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing somebody getting their limbs chopped off or some guts spilling out. But in this issue, all I get are some blood splatters. And that felt a little bit disappointing. So overall, this issue just felt very, like, PG-13, like an R movie that was sanitized for TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you're watching a movie that you know, but it's been edited for TV, so you're watching it and just scenes clip out or they change words and it feels off. That's how I felt the whole way reading this issue. Just the mix of, like, the soft coloring, the lack of sexuality to the sexy scenes, and the kind of toned down violence gore. Like, yeah, we're getting people stabbed and blood and stuff, but it's the book feels more like this, and I want to feel like that, you know? Like, that's all I can say is, like, I want some of that. I'm having a hard time articulating it. So I don't know whether it's the colorist or the inker on top of this artist, or if it's just the artists themselves. I look forward to seeing this artist grow and improve, and I hope some of my critiques or criticisms, like, maybe get addressed. Not that I'm the one to bring them or anything, but like, am I the, like, does anyone else feel this way? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this page looks very cartoony. Like, I'm down for anime and manga and comics and web comics and alt type stuff. I dig all sorts of different artwork, but this just doesn't feel Conan to me. This feels just, it feels like the Disney version of Conan, if that makes any sense. Just with how it's, yeah, I don't know. I feel really silly saying everything I am, because I am having trouble really pinpointing it, but it's more of just like, you know it when you see it, you know it when you feel it, you know it when you hear it, and that's what I'm getting. But please let me know if you're feeling that way, or if you disagree, or if you caught anything at all when reading the book yourself. But yeah, I don't know if maybe the lack of the overall violence is, I don't know where that's coming from either, but I do hope that changes. We had a great essay in the back that talks about how this is a wonderful period to explore, because there's so much left open and it's been filled in by so many other authors, and especially the Marvel Comics back in the day, which I really should go back and do some rereading and videos on that. That would be all sorts of fun too. And I didn't speak to this when I read that last issue of Black Stone, but we got this ad for a really cool Conan action figure based on the actual artwork from the comics. So that looks so cool, and I already signed up on the website here for the wait list, and so they're gonna, like, email letting you know when they're doing pre-orders for it. But I think that looks so sick. I'm really stoked for that. But yeah, this is the first time that Conan has not been my favorite issue of the month, or Conan the Barbarian in particular. I like that Flash Gordon issue 4 that I reviewed the other day a bit more, and I read those within days of each other. But I still had a lot of fun with it. Just all the things I said, I just wonder if anyone else is feeling that too, or if I'm just crazy. But I'm hoping that things look a little bit dirtier and grittier when we go up against the Stygians next month. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing how that heist turns out. Thanks for sticking with me, and please, again, drop a comment and let me know what you thought of the issue, and if I'm off base on this critique of the artwork and violence and sexuality in this issue versus previous ones. Maybe I'm just crazy, but yeah, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you next time.